Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for 7 Deadly Sins Season 3, Episode 4. It's been a while since I've worked on this, but what happens in the next two episodes, I was not expecting, to be completely honest. But yeah, after the aftermath, obviously, of what happened, Derriere and the others are ticked off that their comrades and her sister, and possibly other relatives there's in there, I don't know, were all killed. And then 2 more archangels showed up. Apparently there's 4 of them. 2 of them we saw, and then the other 2 in the tower with Elizabeth. They put a barrier around Elizabeth to keep her, not only to heal her injuries, but to keep her, I guess, safe, because this is about to be a big battle where the 2 archangels ended up killing off all the grunts that they had with them, and the only ones that survived were, the 10 Commandments that were there. And they start fighting against the 2 archangels, but it seems as though they're going to have a hard time with this because the archangels are essentially toying with them. And yeah, this is not going good. It gets to the point where Derriere and, dang it, what was the other guy's name? Whatever, the other guy with the fire abilities, do some kind of weird demon spell where they sacrifice 6 of their 7 hearts to unlock incredible power in their true forms. And apparently there's no going back to their original forms when they do this, so it's either at the point when I was watching it, I was like, but wait, we saw them in their original forms up until now, so what the heck happened? Because they were in their original forms in the present, so something had happened before to put them back to normal. Or it was a continuity thing, I wasn't sure. It could have been either. Anyway, it gets to the point where the big bad archangel just in charge of this at the time goes out to take care of this because those demons are a little too much for the two archangels, and he tells the other one to guard the gate, and that if I need you, I will call you, and we can get the rest of the backup coming through. What we see is her thinking that he's coming back because he forgot to tell her something, and it turns out that this is Gother doing all this. Gother the Selflessness, essentially. And oh boy, is this going to be a shock for Deanne and King. And it actually is a shock for them because they see him later. And him and Melascula, I think that's how you name. Yeah, Melascula. They're tricking her to getting to the gate. As for what they're planning to do with the gate, we will see. But yeah, now Gother essentially has used an illusion on her, so she has no idea what's going on or what they're planning. Anyway, Meliodas and the others find Elizabeth, and even despite the fact that he can't physically go through that barrier without hurting himself, Meliodas doesn't care, and he reaches in and grabs her and pulls her out. Because, yeah, his care for her is more than just, caring for a friend. It's like caring for a lover, essentially. And that's essentially what they are at this point in the show. In time, anyway, because in the past, they were actually lovers. Obviously, something happened, because in the present, she is not a goddess, technically, anymore. So obviously, something happened to change that, because as far as we know, goddesses typically, I would assume, live forever. So something obviously happened between then and now to change that. As for what it is, I have an idea of what it is. I've kind of spoiled myself because back when before I think I started watching the show, not before I started watching the show, I think it was before season 2 came out, because I had assumed we weren't going to be getting a season 2 for a while, so I ended up looking up stuff on the characters, and I got myself spoiled. So I already knew that she was, used to be a goddess and that stuff, and had an idea of what had happened that causes Meliodas to essentially live forever as well. Or his curse. I had an idea of what had happened to cause his curse, and yeah, so I spoiled myself at the time. If I had known that that was going to happen, that we would get a season 2 and everything, I would have told myself, don't look up anything. But I didn't. I can't do that. Because sadly, I would. I would do that for a good number of the shows that I'm watching, like Fairy Tail, Seven Deadly Sins, what else? I don't know. I don't know if any other shows that I've done this with, but there probably is some. Anyway, Elizabeth finally wakes up and goes up to try and stop this because this guy is trying to essentially kill off Derriere and the other guy, but she wants to try and save them. As to what's going to happen, I thought she was going to try and talk to them again. I was like, that isn't going to help. They're well beyond past the point of listening to reason. And they would not hesitate to try and kill her, essentially, if she got in their way. They would not hesitate, because they already did it before. Anyway, I'll get to work on uploading this, and I'll see you guys next time. Come on.